Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing the Kid Flash Lost mini-series of Flashpoint. So, let's talk about the cover first. It's Francis Matapool art, and I recognized it first at bat, and I love Francis Matapool's art. So, I thought this was really good cover. I really liked how Francis Matapool did Kid Flash in the Flash series before Flashpoint, because the Flash series led to Flashpoint. So they ended that series. Francis Panapool was for the art on that title, and I really loved it. So I love this cover. Love it. So, and some people might want to pick this up just because it says Flashpoint. Some people might just not want to pick it up because it says Flashpoint, but that Flashpoint definitely has a lot for someone to say, alright, I'm picking it up, and a lot for saying, I'm not picking it up. So let's jump into the story. Alright, so, Kid Flash recognizes that his grandfather is being very mean to him. But his grandfather usually isn't mean to him. So he's saying, you know what, my grandpa would never do this to me. Flash would never do this to me. And why are you doing this to me? And he kind of recognizes, alright, this is like a different universe. Where am I? And then he finds out he's like in this tube thing. Right here. He's in like a tube thing. And he's actually in Brainiac's lab. Now, the person who saves Kid Flash from Brainiac is Hot Pursuit, but Hot Pursuit is dead from the Flash, the series, the Flash before Flashpoint. So, I know, very confusing. Alright, so Hot Pursuit saves him, but who is Hot Pursuit? And we find out Hot Pursuit is Patty Spitwart, Patty Spitwart, who was in the last Flash issues before Flashpoint, and she just was helping. Came back to Central City to help the Flash, but because she was his partner in the crime lab, so she just came to help. But her, I would say, mission. I would say, I don't know how to describe that. Her case was with Reverse Flash, and so she got the scooter and everything before he died. Hot Pursuit is trying to help Kid Flash, and they're gonna try to get back to the regular universe. So, but they find out that Kid Flash is starting to disappear because he's in a different universe, and those chambers was actually helping him. But so now what are they gonna do? And that'll be to be continued in issue 2 and 3. But I have to say, like I was saying in the beginning of my review, that some people are iffy on Flashpoint. Some people hate it, and some people might like it. For me, I didn't want to pick up every miniseries. Obviously, there's too much money, but because there's a lot of miniseries out for it. But I wanted to try some out, like picked up Kid Flash, like the stuff that I think sound interesting, not just because it has Flashpoint on it. I'm picking up just because it sounds interesting. And Kid Flash Lost sounded interesting to me, so I picked it up. And I have to say, some I wish I didn't pick up, like Wonder Woman, the Furies. I did not like. I just didn't like it. So I wasn't happy I picked that up. And some I just knew I wasn't gonna like Deathstroke, him being a pirate, and that's so stupid. But with this, I was like, you know, this could be good. And I was right, because there was a lot of good stuff in here. I think my favorite part would be with Patty finding out that she's Hot Pursuit. Because when we're reading the Flash issue, you're like, alright, really, we're figuring out Reverse Flash. We have all these things going on. What's Patty doing there? So I didn't think she was going to be significant at all in this whole entire thing. But obviously, she's going to be very significant for Kid Flash's journey during this whole Flashpoint story arc. We probably won't see in the main series, but in this mini-series, she's going to be pretty important. So that's going to be kind of cool to see. I was actually maybe there's some loose threads that were in the Flash series that we did not see and might be very important for Flashpoint. Who knew she was going to be in this series, this story? So maybe you guys should just reread your Flash stories before if you want to keep guessing, oh, what's this Flashpoint all about? Because I know I like doing that sometimes. If I'm really excited for something, I'm like, what is this about? And sometimes I feel like writers give you little secrets, foreshadowings to see, alright, yeah, now I know why they did that. It's because of this. And in the future, like, like after you just read that line, it's like, like when I saw Patty in here, I was like, so that's why she was there. And, I love that. Especially sometimes on TV, they do that a lot. So you're like, you reread over and you're like, that's why they did it. Alright, so the art I really liked. Obviously, it's not Francis Manapul art, but still glad he did the cover. But I still really like the art. In the beginning with the cops, I don't know, I didn't really like this. But then next page, you're like, alright, this is good art. You got flashes, the speed force thing. I love the art for that, and I just think it was really good for this. Especially for a miniseries. Sometimes with miniseries, it's a little sloppy, but definitely good art for this. This was, I have to say, my favorite miniseries for Flashpoint so far. I'm very interested in picking up the next issue. Not going to drop it. Hopefully there's others, Flashpoint miniseries that are like this. I'm very excited to pick up the next issue. I give this 5 stars. There's nothing wrong with it. Art was perfect. Cover was great. It has some great parts that I'm really going to think about, alright, what's going to happen next. Obviously, we know that, well, not obviously, it is a big story arc. What I think, Kid Flash is going to be okay. They're going to figure it all out. But we'll have to see. You never know, because this is a big story arc. Anything can happen. Alright, so this is Comic Good Note, 5 stars. Pick it up.